Hey, welcome back to the channel. Are you struggling to pick between Shopify and Etsy to sell your woodworking products? If so, you are not alone. I get this question all the time. If you have any experience with Etsy or Shopify, let me know down in the comments what they are. There's a wide-ranging different experiences, so I want to hear your personal experience with either one down below. But most beginner woodworkers dive into selling without understanding the key differences between these two platforms. You can end up wasting a lot of time and money by not understanding the things that I'm going to talk about in this video. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm breaking down what you need to know about Etsy and Shopify that 99% of beginners have no clue about. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your woodworking products belong. So let's get started. All right, picture this. You've just finished building a really cool custom sign or a really cool custom cutting board, charcuterie board, but now what? You want to sell it online, but you're torn. Everyone's telling you Etsy is the place to be. You got to go on Etsy. You got to sell on Etsy. But then you hear the same for Shopify. You got to build a Shopify store if you're serious about growing your brand. I know this can be super overwhelming. Picking the right platform isn't just about choosing a website. It's about setting the foundation for your entire business. So let's break down and get into the heart of why choosing Etsy or Shopify can make or break your success. So let's start with Etsy. If you're a beginner and have no experience with online sales, selling anything online before, Etsy's biggest selling point is its built-in customer base. We're talking about millions of shoppers actively looking for unique, handcrafted items just like yours. Etsy spends millions of dollars themselves a year on advertising their platform as the place to go to find unique handmade products. That's huge because it means less effort on your part to get eyeballs on your products. This is the number one challenge for everyone when starting out. How do I get my products in front of people? You need to get your product in front of people if you ever want to have a chance of selling it. Based on a recent survey, over 70% of CNC hobbyists prefer to start their business on Etsy. Why? Because you don't have to worry about setting up a full-blown e-commerce store or driving traffic to your page. With Etsy, it's all built in right there. But here's the catch. Even though there are millions of shoppers on Etsy every day, it takes intentional effort and strategy to stand out on the platform. Anytime there is a low barrier to entry, Etsy is a low barrier to entry. Anybody can list their products on there. It comes with more competition. Long gone are the days when throwing up a random picture of something you made and a title and it equals a sale. It's much more competitive than that. Not to mention Etsy's fees can add up. With listing fees, transaction fees, and even additional fees for promoting listings, those costs start nibbling away at your profits. This is something you really have to keep in mind. Okay, real quick, for you more experienced CNC entrepreneurs out there, as you watch this video, you may be thinking, okay, I know what platform I should start on, or I know what platform I should sell on, but I struggle with what to make. Well, I've put together a list of 10 of my favorite products for 2024, and it's a perfect place to start. It's completely free, no sales, no anything, not trying to sell you anything. It's just completely free, a great place to start. If you're interested, there'll be a link down in the description. Okay, so now let's talk about Shopify. Shopify gives you the freedom to create your own one-of-a-kind online store, your own brand. Think of this as creating just a normal website, but one that is designed specifically for e-commerce. It's perfect if you're looking to scale up and build a big business, and you want full control over your website design, product pages, and checkout processes. You can run your own discounts, add plugins, and build a mailing list, but there's one big hurdle: driving traffic. Unlike Etsy, Shopify doesn't have a built-in customer base. Shopify isn't known as the place for shoppers to go to buy unique handmade products. In fact, shoppers probably don't even know what Shopify is, nor do they care. That means you need to invest the time and money into marketing. Think SEO, Facebook ads, email campaigns, branding. It's a learning curve, and that's where many beginners get stuck. If you're just getting started and aren't familiar with digital marketing or online sales, Shopify might feel like trying to sell your products in the middle of the desert. No one is going to know your product exists unless you tell them. So the question is, Etsy traffic or Shopify's control? For a lot of you just starting out, it comes down to your strengths. If your focus is on perfecting your craft, perfecting your product, and not worrying about the business side, Etsy's probably your best bet to start out. I can tell you from talking to thousands, literally thousands of CNCers over the last 6 years, most beginners feel overwhelmed when it comes to the marketing part of selling things online. But if you're the type that wants to build your brand, own your brand, and you've got the time to learn the ropes, Shopify gives you a platform to grow beyond just an Etsy shop, where you own that business, you own that traffic, where that's not true necessarily on Etsy. Okay, I've said a lot, but before we recap, I've got a super powerful secret to share with you. I use it in my product business where I have both an Etsy and a Shopify store. Leverage Etsy's built-in traffic to build your own customer base. Wait, what did you say, Andy? That sounds illegal. Well, it actually is against the terms of use if you do it on Etsy. So now, if you do this actively on your Etsy page, they will shut down your Etsy store. Etsy does not like you moving your customers off platform. So don't do that. They frown upon this and it's against their terms of use. But if you do it off platform, it's actually really smart and really savvy marketing. So how do you use Etsy's traffic to build your own customer base? All right, step by step. You set up an Etsy store and a Shopify store. You use Etsy like it's intended and use it to make sales. You're happy, Etsy's happy, the customer's happy. When you're sending the product out, if it's a physical product, you box it up, you're sending it out, include a handwritten note thanking them for the purchase. This is a great thing to do even if you're not trying to move traffic, and offer them a significant discount to buy again from your Shopify store. Boom. This is how you own your own customers and not rely solely on Etsy search and Etsy SEO. When someone checks out on Shopify, you collect their email address and you start building a list of customers that you own, that you can reach. This way, when you have a new product launch or run a sale, you can contact them directly and send them an email. And so you're not relying on an algorithm to contact them. This is so powerful. And if you're serious about growing a customer base, you must do it. All the top sellers on Etsy are doing this exact thing. All right, so let's recap. Etsy offers a ready-made customer base, ideal for beginners who want to focus on crafting, want to focus on CNC, want to focus on woodworking instead of marketing. Shopify, on the other hand, gives you full control, but requires effort to drive traffic. So ask yourself, are you looking to start quickly with less hassle? Or do you want to build your own brand and invest in learning how to drive traffic to your own site? Which, let me tell you from experience, is not an easy thing to do. Possible, but not an easy thing to do. Now you know everything you need to know to make a choice. What platform best suits your business goals? So which one do you pick? Let me know down in the comments below. Are you team Shopify from the beginning? Or are you team Etsy from the beginning? Not including the secret I shared with you, but where did you start, or where do you think you're going to start? Shopify or Etsy? If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more CNC tips, business advice, and woodworking inspiration. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.